Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Work, 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 work. Gold watches, gold chain player, $100,000 champagne player. Yeah, my money insane player. Yeah, I'm making it rain player, but I was just on a plane player, buying gear, flying here. It ain't what you heard, it's my time of year. If I'm in the club, I get 100 stacks. I'm always rolling up, so I get love for that. I heard he stole my swag, but I don't want it back. I was on this, but now I'm on to that. You see it in my closet, for it's on the rack. Was out there in Hawaii, now I'm going back. I got so much money, I should start a bank. So much paper right in front of me, it's hard to think. Buy so many bottles, it's gonna be hard to drink. But I'm still growing up, and my family here, and they rolling up. So the bigger the bill, the harder you walk. Well, I'm going mine, cause my money long. The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is the bigger the bill, the harder you walk. Well, I'm going mine, cause my money long.
Nice.
Hey everyone, my name's Taurin Hughes. I play basketball up at Truman State University. It's a D2 school up in northeast Missouri, about 3 hours from Lee Summit. But I just kind of wanted to talk to you and kind of tell you my story today. Well, when I was growing up, I kind of just played all three sports just to play. I loved playing sports, just whatever sport it is, just to kind of have that activity about me. And I don't really like being still, so like obviously sports was a great outlet for me. But yeah, I kind of started focusing more on basketball as I grew up. But when I was younger, like around your guys' age, there was a lot of different things that I did to kind of try to put myself above the competition that I was playing at. When I was about like 6th or 7th grade, I started to kind of want to develop more in the basketball area. And there wasn't really like how there is today, where there's a bunch of trainers and people and gyms and stuff that you could go to like get your little workout in. So my thing was I mowed lawns and shoveled snow and did all that stuff just to make some money to find some stuff on. There was a program online that I did, and it was like a shooting program. I did that and I raised a lot of money for that. And I also bought like a different like workout program for me, just different from the school one that they offered, just to kind of see and improve myself as a player outside of all the school stuff. But yeah, as I started getting older, middle school and high school, just started getting a little bit better and developing all that different stuff that I was learning, putting in my own type of work. There was a lot of times where people weren't available to take me here and there. So I had to like ride my bike up to the gym early in the morning just to get my own little workout in. Had to do a bunch of different stuff just to kind of set myself apart. And I played up at Summit Christian Academy, right around the corner. So I played up there for 4 years, and I loved every second of it. I loved Coach Cates. I loved all the staff. I loved all my friends that I got to know there. And yeah, just after that, I started getting offers around like junior year to go play at all these different D2 schools like William Jewell, Rockhurst, Upper Iowa, and I loved all the schools, but I eventually decided on Truman State. It wasn't real. They didn't really actually give me an offer to go play up there. I got an academic scholarship actually. That was a full ride academic leadership scholarship. So I went up there and was really thankful for that, to play up there because I loved the campus and I loved everything. And just getting that academic scholarship was definitely a big plus for me and my family, just not having to pay for anything. So that was definitely different than a lot of the basketball players today getting all these athletic scholarships. But I got an academic scholarship and played up there. I've been playing up there for the past 4 years. This will be my 5th year coming up. This was my last year. I redshirted my first year, but yeah, that transition from high school to college is definitely a big jump. But it all started with the work ethic that I started with in my high school career, like doing stuff on my own, getting lifts in, getting shots up all the time. Me and my dad kind of have a thing to where he's like this and I'm really like this. I don't really like to sit around a lot and be still. I kind of like to move. That's why I really like sports. It's kind of my outlet. But yeah, but there was a lot of different stuff that I did and played, and I mean, but really the overall thing, I kind of only I played when I was younger just to play, just because I was active. But I kind of started around 10th, 11th grade to try to figure out like why was I doing all this stuff and why did I love it so much. And I figured out like midway through my high school career why I love playing basketball so much, and it narrowed it down to 3 things. I love giving all the work, hard work, and talent that I had back to God and glorifying Him through everything I did. I love to honor my family and friends for getting me to where I am, for me to be able to play at a high level and do all that type of stuff. And I also love to inspire younger kids just to see me play and want to do this and be like, oh, he did this, do this. And, you know, I love to do that. That's probably one of the favorite things about it. But definitely for all of you, kind of as I was growing up, there wasn't a lot of people pushing me. I mean, my dad was my baseball coach and everything, but he wasn't really pushing me outside of practices and stuff to do that stuff. So I had to ask him to come up and do all this and play basketball with me and put me through drills that I was learning online through YouTube and through all these different outlets. So it was kind of my own thing, but I incorporated all my friends and family, everybody that I could to try to help me get better. And now I'm starting this next year, going to be starting at Truman State. And we've been progressively getting better. We made the NCAA tournament last year, so we're hoping to do that again. But what I kind of wanted to talk to you about just is a few things that got me to where I was. The first thing was really establishing a work ethic. I mean, like I told you, I don't really like sitting around a lot. Sitting still is not my thing. So whenever I feel like whenever I'm sitting around at the house, I always feel like I need to do something or something needs to be done. I could be going to shoot, I could be at the gym doing this, but I'm just sitting here. So that really started when I was really younger. Just staying on top of somebody's always getting better than me right now. Somebody's doing this and I'm not doing this. So kind of establish that work ethic as you're young, and it'll definitely carry over to college. I mean, there's a lot of, especially through high school where it's 7 to whatever, 3 o'clock is when you're in school and you only have that little bit of time. I try to establish that work ethic because once you get to college, the schedule is obviously different and you have a lot more free time to where you could be doing your own different stuff. And it definitely carried over. And I mean, it's shown a lot. And I mean, the first 3 years that I was there at Truman State, I didn't really play. I kind of just sat at the bench and learned and worked hard and got better progressively over the years to catch up to the speed of that college level and get there. And this 4th year, I mean, I had great stats, played about 20 minutes a game, and it was great, but it was all because of that work ethic. Not that through those 3 years, but establishing that work ethic early in my career around 6th and 7th grade. So that was one of the huge things that got me to where I am today. Another thing is always stay on top of your grades and your schoolwork. I mean, that cannot be emphasized enough. I mean, there were so many opportunities given to me just because I was good at basketball, and I had some for baseball too. But what got me to play at the level that I'm playing at right now was my academics and staying on top and getting all A's, and I took pride in it. And like that was my thing. Like I need to strive as hard as I was in basketball and in sports as I was in academics. So that was always a comparison, and that's just what I kind of want to say to you is just like stay on top of that. And the third thing is always be a coachable player. That's probably one of the most important things. well, obviously besides the grades, parents don't hate me for that, but be a coachable player. I mean, that is humongous. I mean, throughout my high school career, I mean, I wasn't even in AAU. I wasn't really like the best shooter out there. I wasn't a 3-point shooter. I wasn't Steph Curry pulling up from half court and all this stuff. But for me to get on the court, I had to do something different than everybody else. So my thing, probably through 9th and 10th grade, was playing defense for AAU. Like, I was the guy who would guard the best player, and I would take pride in that and stopping him. And more for school basketball, I was kind of the scorer, but it was more driving and pull-ups and that type of stuff and facilitating. So I kind of had to be more of a leader during school basketball. Then throughout my career, then in AAU is definitely a different role. But being able to switch those roles and being able to know that you can do those things will help you out through the rest of your life. I mean, through the rest of your career. But as I progressed through high school up into college level, being that type of player, or not being able to do as much as I thought I could, and being able to catch up to that speed of college definitely hurt a little bit and kind of set me back. So the first three years, all I did was working on my shot, working on being able to read passes, being able to put people in better positions on the basketball court, and that eventually is what got me on the court and taking care of the ball and everything. And then this past year, I got a lot of time, about 20 minutes a game, and improved in all those areas. I was the third leading percentage in average about 10 a game. I had a great assist-to-turnover ratio. So like that type of stuff is being coachable and being able to adjust in different type of situations is huge, and that will help you throughout the whole rest of your career. But I know I'm going kind of long. I didn't really want to talk too long, but I just wanted to give you those 3 things to kind of establish a work ethic early, and just know that there's people out there working to get to where you want to be, and you have to work harder than them. Always stay on top of your grades and your schoolwork, because that can open up way more opportunities than basketball can sometimes, and like it'll pay off in the future, definitely. And then be coachable. Be a coachable player in whatever you do, in your jobs, in your schoolwork, in basketball, and whatever sport you're playing. Just be coachable. Be able to adjust, because coachable players are liked by coaches, and they'll give you more time, and you'll be able to do a lot of different things that you didn't think that you could do, and learn a lot of different skills that you didn't think you could. But I just kind of want to talk to you about that, and yeah, thanks for letting me talk. I know I kind of talk long. I'm sorry, but just wanted to give you some information and how I got to where I am today. But thank you all for letting me talk, and I'll see you later.